Good evening. It's Monday evening, and we were going to talk about Mission Wellness today. And it's already nighttime, and this is like all the way to my bedtime. My watch just told me, get up, it's time for bed. You're going to be getting up early in the morning. And I'm like, I didn't even do my lives yet because I've been so busy today. It's been a big, busy family day because my son got in from out of town with his baby that we haven't seen in a while, and we hadn't seen him and his wife in a while, so they got in from out of town. And also it was my granddaughter's, we were celebrating my granddaughter's birthday because she turned 8 back in March, but because of the babies we did not get to do her birthday. So we did, since everyone was in town, then everyone came over and we did the birthday tonight. And when I say everyone came over, everyone except for my one son who lives here, and he is in big trouble because he picked up an extra shift at work and he was not supposed to do that. And so I did not get my family picture. Not happy. Because I don't know when the next time I'll have all of my kids together. So anyway, that's what we've been doing. And right now you can probably still hear banging around in the kitchen because we're still working on the kitchen. I'll have to post a picture because I took a picture of all of the dishes that were, like, when everyone left. They just all left, and well, all the mamas with the babies had to go. There's no way they can help in the kitchen. They help in the kitchen to cook, but it didn't turn into that, and they can't stay when the kids get crazy at night. It's time to go home. Mamas with babies need to go home. So they did, and then everybody scooted out, and right now I think Caleb and Tara went upstairs for a little while because her baby, they're used to quiet because there's only the 3 of them, and so all of that noise, it was wild. And all of that noise, and he's like, so I have to bounce it around. So he's probably ready for bed too. So anyway, we were going to talk about Mission Wellness and how you do that young living style. And you know that with the FDA regulations, we're not allowed to talk about using anything to get well if you were sick. So instead, let's talk about what you do to stay well and not get sick. Right? So you want to keep your body in optimum condition so that you don't become ill when others around you are ill. Because you don't get ill from germs. You get ill when your immune system is depressed and not working well, or suppressed and not working well. That's when you get sick. It's because of your immune system, not because of the things that you encounter. Because just think about it. If it was because of the things you encountered, then everyone who encountered them would become ill at the same time. It's not that, it's you. The germ theory is a theory and it's flawed. So we don't have to worry about that. Just keep yourself well and in optimum conditions, and then you won't become ill. So what kind of things do you do? Right? Well, you drink a lot of water, a lot of water, and we have lots of things that we can use to flavor the water. And you can use all of your vitality oils. We talked already about the lime vitality and different ways you can use that. But any of the vitality oils you can use to flavor your water. But thieves oil is an oil that is very good for the immune system, keeping it healthy and strong, and keeping the thieves vitality, and keeping the thieves can be applied topically. You put that in the diffuser. It smells really great. But the thieves vitality has been shown to strengthen the immune system. So there you go. You keep that on hand. There's all the supplements that Young Living has that are good for the immune system. So ImmuPro, there is Inner Defense, there is what's the one I take? Longevity. I take Longevity every day. And what's in that? Frankincense, and what else is in it? I just went, it's like my watch already told me to go to bed, but I said, I promise to do a live. I'm coming on and doing it. So anyway, whatever's in the Longevity, I know it has frankincense in it. And what does frankincense have? It has stuff. You go look that up, what it has. Good stuff. Good stuff. Just like the D-limonene. Good stuff. Along the same lines. So I keep that on hand. I take that all the time. I take the longevity all the time, and they also have that in an oil. You can get that in the oil. Inner defense, there's all kinds of oils you can have. All of the oils are good for bringing your body in, or keeping your body, did you catch that? Keeping your body functioning well. There you go. The oils are another thing that causes the immune system to be depressed is when your emotions go crazy or when stress becomes greater than your ability to handle it and you respond in unhealthy ways or you use other coping mechanisms rather than working through your emotions. So people can turn to things like just ruminating on it over and over and over, or got to talk about, all the old people will talk about all their illnesses and all their diseases and like talk about all the things all the time. Doing that, people can turn to alcohol or drugs. People can turn to, certain particular kinds of foods that are not great, overeating, carbs, indulging in a lot of sweets, that kind of thing. So, we don't want to do that. We want to deal with our emotions, and we know that all the oils are good for that. One thing you can do is to work on going through, I just heard this at one of the classes I was at Saturday or Sunday, and it wasn't me saying it, so it had to either be Jen Beal or one of the people at her classes or Teresa Nelson or one of her people, but they were talking about how when you get started with Young Living, and you don't really want to just go in your house and gather up all this stuff at once and throw it out, or it could become disheartening. So instead of doing that, like go through, and as you run out of things, like when you run out of your toothpaste, then put some one of the Thieves Dentarome or one of those on your ER order. And when you run out of laundry detergent, whatever you've been using, then that's when you add a new one on. So go through your house and work on changing things up that way and buying from your own store that way. And that helps you to get rid of the toxins that are in your home, which also helps your immune system. A couple of other things that you could think about is getting rid of plastics. Plastics are really harmful for your health, and if you're still storing food in plastics, then you want to think about like weeding that out and replacing it with glass dishes. Savingware, that's not what you call it. Glass storage, those kind of things. So I'm going to keep this short. I've already been on here longer than I wanted to be, but go through your rooms one at a time and replace the things that aren't so good for you and bring in more Young Living things as you go. Okay, and make a list of all of the products that you're using and put them down, like all of the products that you're using to stay well. Now, some of them you might not think of it along the lines of staying well. Like tomorrow when you go through your day, like make a list of the things that you're using, that you're doing it purposefully for staying well or keeping your immune system strong. Like if I sat down and used, like when I wake up in the morning, I'll put something in the diffuser. I don't typically think of that as being strengthening for my immune system. But if I look at it, like this morning, I put frankincense in and I was thinking about that going, well, I'm using this because I want to get a better connection with God. But at the same time, that is really good for strengthening your immune system, especially if you're using, I can only say that about the frankincense Vitality. But I just made a big flub. You're not supposed to say that when you put it in the diffuser. You're only supposed to say that about the Vitality oil. Did anybody else catch that? Well, you did because I pointed it out. So anyway, it is my bedtime. So I'm going to go to bed and I'm going to turn on my diffuser, which has lavender and cedarwood. And I'm going to put Rudavela on my feet and Progessence Plus on my arms. And then I'm also going to spray a lavender spray on my pillow. And I'm going to sleep really well because I've had a busy day. Okay, thanks for tuning in. Bye-bye.